G'day everybody, welcome back to Wu Yan and our playthrough of Dinkum. Hope you're all doing well. Yesterday we spent quite a bit of time in the deep mines and I don't know guys, I would say that it was a decent run, but I don't know how I feel about bringing the bike into the deep mines. I know a lot of you have suggested to do it and we finally gave it a go, but yeah, I feel like worrying about the bike sort of distracted us a little bit from actually doing any of the deep mining itself. So yeah, I don't know guys, I feel like I was sort of worrying about making sure that we left the mine with the bike, because I definitely didn't want to, you know, have to craft another bike, because it is, if you haven't noticed, my primary mode of transportation. So I wasn't keen on losing the bike down there, and because we had like a pretty bad experience with I guess having to leave one of our rubies at some point, you know, I was a little bit worried about not having enough time to get back to the mine shaft and actually leaving with the bike. But I don't know guys, maybe we might you know, go back there with the bike again at some point, but maybe not too often. Let me see guys, so we are going to do some farming, but I just realized that I don't have the watering can with me, and I think I've left the watering can at the workshop, so we're gonna have to fetch that before we can continue with the farming. So I might actually go into town right now before we actually check out the rest of the farm. Probably put these away. Yep, okay. Now the fertilizer situation I'm getting a little bit worried about guys, because we're sort of running out of raw ingredients for that. Let's just grab our cherries here. And let's go this way and park at the workshop. Just checking out the farm as well. It looks like this patch will need some seeds in it, so we haven't really decided what to put in there. We've got plenty of carrots right now. I think maybe we could go with either some more sugarcane or maybe some wheat. So we'll come back and do that in a moment. But let's do various things here while we're in town. So let's grab the bat zapper, we can put that away. Anything that needs charging. The jackhammer needs a bit of a charge. Let's chuck that in there. Got some brews ready. Can probably get some wheat grinding. Alright, and maybe we'll put the brews away over here. And we've got milk. We can put this away as well. So I notice a lot of the townies sort of walk around. They might actually go into the workshop and stuff. It'd be nice if they actually, you know, used some of the tools. I mean, they don't actually have to produce any of the things for us to pick up and whatnot, but, you know, it would be a little bit more realistic if people actually, you know, made use of some of the things that we've got in the town. We've got tons of meat right now. We could probably split that. Dirt printer, we're going to need that a little bit later if we're going to continue the work on the Western Connection project, but let's split this and drop that off. We've got cherries we can put away as well. Got chicken eggs. We should actually get the wool going. Maybe grab some of this cloth and put that away. at 39 pieces of cloth right now. I reckon when we get to 50, we'll take that to John. Sorry, not John, to Jimmy. Speaking of John, I am going to drop off one of our rubies with him, but then I'm going to reserve the other two for Jimmy. Ah, I see you've got a nice ruby there. Looks like it weighs around 5.7 kilos. How does 103,000 sound? Jeez, that's massive. Alright. Yeah, and the reason why I don't want to drop off all of them to Jimmy, there's a couple of reasons, guys, because, I mean, one is, you know, I'm not entirely sure how much we can make from Jimmy, because he seems a little bit shady. I assume we make more, but anyway. But secondly, and this is the more important reason, I'm a little bit scared about putting the rubies on the back of the jet ski, because if we drop it in the water, that's it, right? We've lost those rubies. So I'm a little bit weary of that. But you know what? It's a risk I'm willing to take, you know, for our first experience dropping things off with Jimmy at his scales. So we'll see how that goes. Anything we can do here? I'm just trying to figure out if there's anything that we need to take to John that we don't want from here. I'll probably take the metal detector with us. Ah, we definitely need the watering can. That's probably the primary reason why we're here. Okay, let's take all of this. What is this? A bottle tree seed. Okay. Have we ever seen a bottle tree seed before? Because I think I have mentioned that I've wanted to replant bottle trees, but we never knew how to do it. I've never seen the seeds before, and we've never actually seen seeds drop when we cut bottle trees down. So that's a first. Anyway, just gonna drop a few things off here. So we've got the marble floor. We may as well actually give this a try. Oh yeah. Looking very very Roman, very palace-like. Although, since it's marble, it might be a little bit cold to the touch. But anyway, next. Okay, we got a small chicken egg from the gacha machine. I don't know if it's worth it, guys, because it's like 5,000 dink a pop, right? But anyway, and we've got a whole bunch of other stuff here that we can sell as well. Sorry, we picked up this hat. It's a green bow hat. Just take a quick look. Yeah, not exactly the look that I'm going for, but let's grab all of this other stuff that we can probably sell to Jimmy as sorry, not Jimmy, to John. And let's actually clear things out here. So got the statues. Do we want any of these statues? Maybe I'll sell just one. And we've got all this other random junk that we don't want. And yeah, a couple of miners' helmets. I feel like we probably don't need that many. So 2 fully charged miners' hats are probably enough for us. And I think I'm pretty happy with that. 87,000. That's pretty decent. Okay, so yes, we've got a couple of brews that we can try and get. So let's get them going. We've got a whole bunch of flour here, and we've run out of flour, but I think we've got some sugarcane that we can start working on. I'm not entirely sure why I didn't sell that. Let's see here. So sugarcane. Alright. Are we happy with everything? Our... what do you call this? Jackhammer is still charging there, unfortunately. I think I'm pretty happy with everything here, except for the orange flat cap, which I'll actually just leave in the chest for now. We'll come back to that. I'm also just going to leave the statue that we haven't sold in here, just in case we ever decide that we're going to decorate the place with statues. I'm thinking maybe we can put statues out, like, in the bush in various spots where we've got roads, so, you know, give people some small sort of points of interest, if that makes sense. Anything else we need to do here? Yes, we'll just put flour away. Sorry guys, feeling a little bit disorganized today. And that bottle brush seed, I suppose we should plant that down somewhere, but I think the priority is going to be just getting work done on the farm and then continuing with the Western Connection project. Still waiting on kale, so yeah, Rain doesn't seem to be stocking any kale right now. And, you know, we're already like on the 3rd day of winter, so that's a little bit disappointing. Hopefully we can get some kale sometime soon. Ooh, yes, we've got all these poos. Definitely want all of that, because our fertilizer production is going a little bit slow right now, so we should try and get some fertilizer going. Alright. Now, I'm just going to take the rubies and park them right here. And once it is a rainy day, we should be able to take that to Jimmy. One thing that I can't remember if we've done is feed Spike. So let's just very quickly offer him some meat there. Very good. And yeah, let's continue with the farming here. I see a nice Vombat poo there, which we should be able to use for some fertilizer. Let's see if we've got any more poos here. Okay, so we definitely have enough for Rupoos, and we've also got enough for Vombat poos as well. I don't know why we've got iron ore sitting here, so let's carry that with us, and hopefully we can take that back to town. Alright, so farming wise, so we're done with the animals. We're going to need to decide what we do for this section here. Let me just grab the plant book, guys, and I just want to check on whether or not these pumpkins are still growing, because they don't look like they've wilted or anything like that, so... Okay, so they're going to mature in 1 day, apparently. But then, again, this is saying that the these plants are also going to mature in 4 days, which I'm not entirely sure if that's true or not. We can definitely tell that they're wilted there. I'm not entirely sure about the pumpkin plant. Well, what we'll do, guys, is maybe we'll leave the pumpkins in there for now, and we'll sort of plant everything around it. I'm thinking maybe we'll grow some corn in this section. Just being extra careful not to cut those pumpkins down. And also need to till the soil here, so let's quickly do that. Whoa. Good stuff. And we should grab some seeds, actually. That'll help. So, grab corn, and I think, as I said, I might actually put some wheat into the patch that's empty on the other side. Probably put the poos away. Alright. And I'm thinking of maybe automating this farm as well, guys, because I guess if you think about it, the water tank is just over here. So if we have a sprinkler over here where I'm standing right now, I think that'll do us some good. So I probably don't want to fertilize this section. We don't really have enough fertilizer for it, but we'll get the corn in and give it a bit of water for the day. And if we have time today, we'll make the advanced sprinkler for this section. If not, it'll be tomorrow. I'll leave this space empty for that. Alright, moving on. We've got our sugarcane, which needs a little bit of water. And what I'm planning to do as well, guys, considering we've got the water tank over here, is... let me just quickly count how many tiles this is affecting here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, okay, cool. So it'll definitely be able to affect a sprinkler if we put it around here. So I'm thinking once we harvest the sugarcane, we'll combine this farm over here with this section. And yeah, have it automated as well, which will be really, really good. Moving on to this patch here, we'll put some wheat in, considering we can't actually grow any kale right now. So we'll just quickly fertilize and we'll chuck the wheat in the soil. Cool, alright, happy with that. Things are looking good at the farm. Alright, so I think it's time for us to just drop a few things off here at the farm, and then we should actually get going to the Western Connection project and continue work on it. So let's drop these seeds off. Don't need fertilizer with us, or the scythe, or the iron hoe. We will carry the bottle tree seed with us and find a good place for it. And we'll leave the plant book there as well. Do we have plenty of space? I think so. Actually, one thing I haven't really checked is tasks. Ah, okay, we've got the fish and chips task that Fletch wants us to look after. We'll have to get to that, but we'll do it a little bit later. Let's head out and see if we can do a little bit of work to extend the island towards the western island. And yeah, hopefully that'll be good. I will stop and grab some desert peas here, guys, because I do want to decorate a little bit at some point. Whoa. Okay, we've pissed off that frilly. let's get away. But the flowers that I'm... oh, okay. Apparently Ted is somewhere around here. So this is the problem with finding Ted during the daytime. It's always hard to sort of spot where he is. Ah, okay, our hang glider. We don't have a hang glider with us. I wonder where we've kept the hang glider. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure where he is, guys. But I will grab these royal bluebells, because I feel like we don't really have too many royal bluebells in town. Jeez, I'm not entirely sure where... ah, there he is. Oh, mate. Okay, let's have a chat with him, because if we can complete a task for Ted, that'd be good. Ah, Blue. Always nice bumping into you. What can I do you for? Let's chat. Oh, what do you want to chat about? You have a job for me? Ah, that reminds me. Have you got any furniture you don't need anymore? If you've got any furniture you don't want anymore, be sure to bring it to me. Okay, I think we should be able to do that. So we've got plenty of, like, furniture that we don't exactly use. So we could probably just give it to him. Since we can now buy, like, all of the furniture that we've ever come across anyway, right? So it's not too much of a big deal. We're just gonna have to remember to come back and do that, though. But anyway, let's focus up here. Too many distractions in this game. Speaking of distractions, this bridge needs a little bit of work. We probably need, like, a lamppost or two. But we'll definitely do that on another day. Oh, God. Like, these buried treasures as well. Which I want. And did I see another one? Yes. Jeez. Alright, guys. Let's go. Alright, we're almost there. Now, we've also got the actual pathway leading to the west connection, or the Western Connection project, which we have started work on as well. But I think we do need to spend a little bit of time to continue that. So we'll see how we go with the project itself, and if we've got time, we can actually compact the soil even more to make it a little bit flatter so that we can leave a pathway. But I think for now, we're just going to focus on getting the mainland connected here. So let's continue. Now, one thing that was suggested to me by you guys in the comments is there is like an island sort of submerged in water nearby, which we could potentially use as maybe a stepping stone towards the western island. And in fact, let's just quickly check the map. Ah, okay, yeah, I think this is what people are referring to. And what we could potentially do is actually bring this island up, as in, you know, get it out of the water so that we can then sort of use this as a bit of a stepping stone and maybe place a bridge between this section and maybe even between this section here. And the reason why we might want to do that is because if we sort of connect the whole way, then this entire section is sort of blocked off and we might not be able to actually take the jet ski through it. So I think that is actually a good idea, and we may actually implement that. But I think the first things first, though, is we just have to get there before we can start thinking about placing down bridges and whatnot. Grab that and place it down here. Yeah, we are actually getting very close to, you know, this submerged island. So we should be able to start working on I guess thinking about how we would place the bridge. Do we want to maybe do something like this, where we're maybe getting the island out of the ocean first, Maybe that's a good idea. Just trying to be a bit careful, guys, because our charge is running a little bit low, and obviously the last thing we want to do is break this thing. Just moving a little bit of soil. Alright, let's maybe just continue a tiny little bit. Can I grab this? Yes, I can. Okay, there's a sliver left. I think maybe we can afford to do just one more. And let's play it safe and actually leave it. Alright, cool. Not too bad. We're almost there, but I think in the next... I don't know if we're going to do it in the next episode, but the next time we're back here, we're going to focus on getting this island out of the water. And then, once that's done, we'll sort of think about how we would place the bridge between this section and the island. Speaking of bridges, we actually have a couple of spare bridges already, right? So we could easily do that. But anyway, let's focus up on other stuff here. So I figure we could probably spend the time, since we're here, compacting a little bit more of the soil around this section to create a pathway for us. So let's leave the bike there and grab our soil compactor, and yeah, let's get to work around here as well. Now there's a couple of things that we should sort of be, I guess, mindful of, which is, I guess, the time that it's going to take for us to complete the task that Fletch wants us to do by the end of the day, but also the fact that we'll also need to come back to Ted and give him those 2 copper bars that he's looking for as well. Okay, I think I'm actually gonna go 1 level down here. So we'll do something like this. Yeah, actually using the compactor is a ton of fun, if you ask me. It's really nice being able to just cut through all of this soil like butter. Only problem is, you know, obviously you just need to be careful that you don't run out of charge and break the thing, so... Okay, yeah, that's looking much better, but I think we can afford to do a little bit more of a tidy up here. Alright, am I happy with that? I think so. But I am getting concerned about the time. It is 10 o'clock, so what I'm going to do is head back to town and quickly complete the request that Fletch has for us around fetching a bush lime and fetching a couple of those copper bars for Ted and then completing that. And I think we're going to be calling it a night. We also need to think about maybe crafting some dirt paths for this area. We definitely don't have enough, so we probably need to craft quite a few before we can actually place down all of those pathways. I'm actually going to make use of our central telepad here, guys, because I feel like we might be running out of time in the day. I think we can afford to get rid of that marker, because I think we've completed working on the road over there. Speaking of the central teletower, we don't actually have a pathway out here, so it'd be probably useful to get that done at some point. But anyway, let's go. Alright. Home sweet home. Time to see if we can complete that quest with Fletch. Look at those jellies over there. Do I want those? Maybe I do. Beautiful. Very nice. Alright. Sorry. Distractions. Again. This game is full of distractions, guys. It's just distraction central. We may as well get our dirt printer charging right now. Get sugarcane going. And let's get that lime. And let's get copper bars. Cool. Now, the real problem is finding Fletch. Ah, there she is. Easy. I can't see anything in this murk. Is that you, Blue? I did that thing for you. You brought me one bush lime? Here you go. That's great. Now I can make fish and chips. Wow, thank you. Now I can make some fish and chips. Please enjoy this fish and chips. Thank you so much, Blue. Nice. Alright. We'll probably just keep the fish and chips with us for now. 11:30. We've got a little bit of time here. I'm just gonna drop a few things off while we can, just to clear up the inventory. Now we've got the iron ores here. Cool. Let's head back to John and complete his request as well. Then we'll call it a night. Not a bad day, if you ask me. Obviously, we're still sort of struggling to get the farm up and running to the most efficient way possible. Okay, that's a little bit weird. There we go. Alright, and where is John? I think he's around there somewhere. There he is. Good stuff. Alright. Ah, Blue. Always nice bumping into you. What can I do for you? Let's chat. Here you go. Oh, did you find... Oh, sorry, guys. For some reason, I thought he wanted a couple of copper bars. He wants furniture for some reason. Okay. Geez, I may have gotten mixed up. Let's go back and fetch him some furniture instead. Oh, man. Alright. That's what we want. Alright, let's go to the spare house and see if we can get some furniture from there. Apologies, guys. Yeah, I have no idea why I thought he needed a couple of copper bars. Maybe I'm getting mixed up with, like, some earlier episodes or something like that. So, anyway. And we're getting tired now. Yeah, we've got some quandongs. Let's eat a few quandongs to keep us going. Good thing is the teletower is available for use any time of the day. I mean, imagine if you couldn't use the teletower after 12. That would be a little bit annoying. Nothing here exactly that we don't want, but I think we can get rid of the Regal sofa. Might as well. Oh wow. There's like 3 massive Rupus in front of Erwin's place. Those kangaroos must really hate him for some reason. I would have thought that they'd love him, considering who he is. But anyway. I don't mind having 3 Rupus in front of our house. That'd be very useful. Alright, let's go back. Drop this off with Ted. Okay, he's not got his lantern up this time around. It's really weird. Sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. But anyway. Alright. Cool. There we go. A green flat cap. Seriously. Let's see. I feel like that's not really the reward I was hoping for, although we don't have a green flat cap just yet, so we could probably keep this. Alright, see you, Ted. Time to go home. Jeez, I feel like it's been a long day, full of distractions, but still fulfilling, because we did manage to get a little bit of work done at the farm, sort of a little bit more planning of what we're going to do, and how we're going to expand and automate. And we also managed to do a little bit more work on the Western Connection project, which is always very nice. Ooh, there's some bottle brush over here. So, you know what? Let's put this one down so it can grow together with some of his brethren. Alright, time to head home. What a day. Alright guys, well, I think in the next episode, I mean if it rains we might go see Jimmy, but I think we're going to continue on working on the farm primarily, and perhaps maybe a little bit more of the Western Connection project, but we'll see how we go. Alright, hope you enjoyed this episode. Leave a like, dislike, or a comment or two down below. Stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.